Okay. So, first of all, thank you to Percy, thank you to Steve Kahn, and thank you to, what's your name? Tiffany, right? Thank you to John Chao. I don't have anything nearly so slick compared to John, but I just wanted to say, I guess a couple things. One is to quote who has recently become a friend, Elliot Silverman. I stepped onto a moving train when I came here. Tom Sokol started something really special when he came to Cornell. He took the club and the chorus, and what was very much primarily a social experience, not that that has changed. But he was charged to bring those ensembles into the music department and make it into what it is today. And I know when I stand here and stand before you, I know very well that I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. And I just want to, first of all, acknowledge the great Tom Sokol. I also want to say that the past 17 years, I have had the most amazing assistant conductors. Jeremy O'Connell, Vin Shende, some of you might remember it then, Dimitri Shapovalov. Yes. And for the last 10 years, I think the most incredible musical partnership that you can imagine, one of the hardest things you can lead, is this partnership with such a phenomenal musician, John Rowell. This is a side of what happens here that a lot of the students don't see, but one of the great privileges that I've had is to be part of the music department at Cornell University. Probably one of the greatest, maybe possibly greatest secrets in all of the country. It is an incredible department filled with scholars and musicians of the highest quality, all of whom teach undergraduates directly, and all of whom I've learned so much from. I wouldn't be nearly the musician I am today if it weren't for the fact that I could walk down the hall and talk to Neil Zaslav about Mozart. Neil Zaslav, the man who is recataloging all of Mozart's works. That man is just in the hall. And it's just an amazing, amazing experience. It's been, I was kind of naive when I came here in terms of what academia was like. I fell into a situation that I think is very, very, very lucky. So a lot of people in academia face turf wars and huge egos. Well, we do have huge egos, but somehow it does work out. And I really have grown a lot, and I owe a great deal to having had the privilege of being hired here and being in this department. That's why I think the next person who comes is a very lucky person. And I said it on stage, and this is, I guess, the last thing I'll say. The greatest thing about teaching at Cornell is the students. I don't think that you know what it's like to stand in front of such an active, engaged, amazing people, all of whom are going to make their mark in the world, all of whom have made a mark in the world already in some ways. But the common denominator is that spark behind the eyes. which is just always there, so that when they are required to sing a major chord, a major triad, in tune, with a nice high fifth and a nice low third, right? That excites them. And that in turn excites me. And it's a cycle. It's an incredible experience to teach such students as come through here. And I am probably the luckiest person in the world. I do what I love for a living, and I do it with people that, you know, such as there aren't in the world. So I just feel that lucky. And very finally, I just want to leave you with this last thought, and that is something that Steve said, and that is the sound. The sound and the moment. You know, I think you all know instinctively from what we do in rehearsal, that there is something about being joyfully aware in the moment when you're making music. Something that's timeless, something that brings us beyond ourselves, beyond our own selfish experience, into something much greater. We step into a world of incredible mystery and also privilege. And when we do that, making music, right, we broaden who we are, and we enliven the world. And wherever you go, if you're singing, if you're making music, or even if you can't have time to do that, whatever you do, remember to take that experience that you get from these. From these rehearsals, from these performances, from this experience, and let it ooze into your life. Do that, and I love you both. Thank you all so much.